College types, you have the public and you have the private. You have the 4-year universities, you have the 2-year universities. Again, the differences between the colleges and the universities. For graduate students, that's why it was really important for me to make the difference between what's a community college, what's a college, and what's a university, because you will be looking mostly to universities. Community college are not an option for you anymore because you already have an undergraduate degree. Some colleges might offer graduate programs, some of them, but most of them are only focused on undergraduate programs. But you know that universities are the ones that you will be looking at. Okay? Again, what I really want to focus on is once, as a graduate student, once you would like to apply to a graduate program, you need to make sure that you're not, at least for most cases, you won't be directly applying to the big university. You'll be applying to the department in charge. So you are interested in physics. So you will apply to, not directly to University X, you will be applying to the Department of Physics in that university. Again, there is a difference, usually. There is a difference between the selection process for undergraduate students and graduate students. So for prospective undergraduate, there is an office, staff, an office called the International Students Office, and usually those who select high school students for undergraduate degree is either the undergraduate admissions or the International Student Admissions Office. Okay? But for graduate programs, it's completely different, and this is why I want you to pay close attention to the department in charge. Because mostly, your applications will mostly be reviewed by faculty members. So people who teach in that department, people who are in charge of that department. Okay? And this is why once you pretty much set your mind about 1 or 2 universities, you should contact faculty members. It is really important. This is how you will know that the university is the perfect fit for you. Okay, so sizes, again, some students are interested in big universities or smaller size universities. You can find everything, and again, once you go on either College Board or Peterson's, you will have really clear idea about the size of university. Or you can just calculate sometimes the student teacher or the student faculty ratio, which gives you an idea about what is the size of a classroom, of a regular classroom, what is the average size of a classroom, and this is how you get to decide. Okay? Urban settings, suburban settings, and rural settings. So every single setting has the pros and cons. So those details are really important because you would like to feel great in that universities and you would really like to enjoy your experience. So we don't want you to feel miserable. And I know sometimes how some students think, "Atini natla bark." I heard that plenty of times, and that is not okay. Because if you are not comfortable, if you are not selected for your fit, first of all, universities will notice and they won't accept you because even universities are looking for the best fits. And again, you want to make a full plan to make sure that you organize yourself accordingly and you only focus on academics and enjoying your experience, your cultural experience, and what added value you will give to that campus and what will the campus give to you. Okay, the location. Interesting. Again, trying to fight the approach of Atini natla bark. Who likes snow? Snow is cute, but only from the inside. But if you have to walk to a metro station or a subway station and your mindset is not ready for 16 inches of snow, that can be a problem. So just prepare yourselves. You know, all of here is really cold. Here is extremely hot. This is humid. I won't give any further information about California. And sometimes, I mean, there are states who have the exact 4 seasons, and it's beautiful. Lots of students said, I don't want to go to Minnesota because it's cold, but I don't want to go to Ohio because it's cold. But those states have 4 seasons, so you will have a beautiful spring, you have a really warm summer, and you'll get to do lots of things outdoors. So the U.S. is not only about Texas, California, and New York, or Chicago. It's somewhere up there. So you would like to be in a place where you enjoy your experience, and you can enjoy the experience if you are ready for it and you're ready to make the best out of it. Okay, so the costs. This gives you an idea about the costs, because it is true that you can get funding from universities. Some universities, or several universities, are really, really generous with international students, but some universities would send you an email saying, congratulations, you have a full scholarship, but only for tuition. You have to figure out room and board. So, and sometimes for some states, in some cities like New York, like San Francisco, like LA, like Chicago, and all of those bling-bling cities, sometimes the cost of living is much more expensive than the tuition fees. Okay, so this gives you an idea about the approximate cost of living and the approximate non-state resident living on campus. So all of those information are available on the university's website. So once you click on the finances page, either financial aid or academic costs, you will see the in-state, the out-of-state fees, the different fees, and you will just see if you can afford that, well, fine. If not, just try to contact the university, ask them if they offer any funding for international students. Is there anything you would like to apply for? So those things are really important. This is the factor. I mean, those factors should not be a priority once you get accepted to that university, but these are priorities once you start researching universities. Okay? Are there any questions so far? No? We're good? Okay, majors and minors. Okay, so there are universities. This is mostly for undergraduate students. I will give you more details about grad. Some universities will allow you to design your own major as a student. Some other universities have minors and concentrations, so it's what we call spécialité and sous-spécialité. For example, I have a student, I know someone in Colombia, a Tunisian student. She goes to Barnard. She's going to graduate soon. So this student is passionate about computer science, so she wants a career in computer science, but she's also passionate about philosophy, but she's not necessarily interested in a professional career in philosophy. So she picked a major in IT, computer science, and a minor in philosophy. Or if you would like to have 2 majors or 2 fields of study to complement each other, for example, those who choose finance, for example. Lots of students who are studying finance, and if you would like to work on the international field, you would really, your profile will look really competitive if you know how to use the software related to your field. So lots of students would choose finance as a major and IT as a minor, for example, computer science as a minor. Or most students who are applying from Tunisia are either finance majors in undergraduate, and they would like to do a graduate program in IT that is related, applied to finance or to business, or the complete opposite. You are an IT engineer, but you want an MBA program, or you want a business program, not necessarily an MBA. Okay? So that is possible. Double majors. Well, you have a student who is passionate about something, but you have your parents who want you to study something else. You can study what you're passionate about and what your parents want you to study. These are 2 possibilities. I have something else, students who are, for example, finance engineers or IT engineers and would like to work, I don't know, for example, in Asia. So, or in China or the emerging markets. So they major in IT or business or anything of a sort, and they minor in Asian language, mostly Chinese. So that is really smart. And you can definitely do this. For people who are interested in engineering programs, but not necessarily engineering programs, so we have what we call a 3-2 program. So for the US, well, you know that for Tunisia, for example, we have les cycles préparatoires for students who are interested in engineering. So you do 2 years of prep school for engineering, then 3 years of engineering. In the US, if you are interested in engineering programs, you don't necessarily have to go through a prep program. You just are enrolled directly. If you are accepted in an engineering program, well, after your baccalaureate, you will be enrolled in an engineering program, first year for 4 years, okay? But some students would like to start with a scientific field, for example, in a liberal arts school or a liberal art department in a big university, and afterwards they would like to transfer to a program that offers engineering, to an engineering program, okay? This is what's commonly used for a 3-2 program. So it's mostly for people who start liberal arts and want something more technical eventually. Okay? Yeah, but again, for students who are applying to graduate programs, the flexibility the system might offer you is the possibility of changing from your undergraduate field to a different graduate field. Okay? If you have figured out the credits that allow you to do something really different, that is possible. Again, it's all about the arguments that you provide about why you need that program and how that program will help you build a long-term plan, and how the combination between the program for which you're applying and your background will help you figure out your long-term plan. Okay? So I have students who are engineers and would like a diploma degree in communication, or you have English majors who would like to do journalism, or again, communication, or international relations. So these things are possible. You just need to provide the selection committee with solid arguments.